Women's tennis has already achieved competitive legitimacy. The strategic question now concerns scale and WTA global expansion. As media markets evolve and sponsorship capital becomes increasingly global, the WTA faces a defining opportunity: how to expand internationally while preserving competitive integrity and institutional stability. Growth is no longer optional, it is strategic positioning. The global market landscape. Professional tennis operates with a uniquely international framework. Unlike league-based sports, anchored to domestic markets, the WTA Tour moves continuously across regions. Emerging and established markets offer distinctive value propositions. North America and Europe have historic fans and broadcast stability. Asia-Pacific, commercial growth and sponsorship expansion. Middle East, infrastructure investment and premium event hosting. Latin America, rising participation and youth engagement. Strategic expansion requires more than event placement. It requires long-term ecosystem cultivation, broadcast evolution, and media rights. Global positioning is inseparable from media distribution. Streaming platforms, regional broadcast partnerships, and content strategies increasingly shape audience access. Traditional linear television remains influential, but consumption patterns are fragmenting. A forward-looking WTA strategy must balance global rights consolidation, localized broadcast partnerships, direct-to-consumer digital platforms, and data-driven audience analytics. Visibility determines valuation. Valuation determines leverage. Sponsorship and alignment. Global sponsors evaluate tours not only on viewership numbers, but on brand coherence. The WTA's positioning, emphasizing athletic excellence, international diversity, and performance sophistication, offers a distinctive commercial narrative. Long-term sponsor retention depends on event consistency, stable athlete participation, governance credibility, and measurable audience growth. Strategic alignment strengthens bargaining power across markets, balancing expansion and sustainability. Geographic expansion introduces scheduling complexity. New markets often demand premium calendar placement, yet competitive sustainability, addressed in earlier structural analysis, requires measured density and recovery space. Global ambition must align with athlete durability. Expansion without calibration creates strain. Expansion with structural discipline creates permanence. Institutional positioning relative to the ATP. The ATP and the WTA operate in parallel but distinct governance environments. Strategic positioning involves differentiation as well as collaboration. Joint events and aligned scheduling can amplify visibility, while independent brand identity strengthens negotiating autonomy. Long-term influence depends on clarity of institutional purpose. The 10-year horizon. Projecting forward, several strategic imperatives emerge. Refined governance transparency, calendar optimization across continents, integrated media strategy, commercial reinvestment into player sustainability, expanded developmental pathways. Global growth is not defined by the number of tournaments alone. It is defined by structural coherence across markets. Women's tennis has already demonstrated competitive depth and commercial viability. The next decade will determine how effectively these strengths are scaled.